In this video, we will be exploring two ways we can capture and record our screen in QuickTime. The first way is to record the entire screen. We do this by coming up to File in the menu bar and from the drop-down menu selecting New Screen Recording. Depending on how your QuickTime is set up, your cursor may have turned into a small camera icon. Don't worry, just scroll down to this toolbar and it will turn back into an arrow again. As you can see, I'm hovering over the Record Entire Screen button, which is selected by default. Now if we look at this toolbar, it's split into two sections. On the left hand side, we have Capture Tools, and when selected will only snapshot still images from your screen. And on the right hand side, we have Recording Tools that will only record video images from your screen. One last thing I recommend before capturing anything is to go into Options here. In here we have our save options, which for today I'm going to leave as they are. Next you have the timer options, which again we won't be using today. Then we have the microphone section. Built-in mic is automatically selected, so if you intend to do some narration or record the sounds playing from your speakers, leave this checked. One of the downsides of this feature is that QuickTime won't record the sounds coming out of your computer internally, so just bear that in mind for future reference. And now for the last part of the options section, I'm going to check Show Mouse Clicks. You won't notice anything while recording your video, but when you watch it back, every time you click the mouse button, a small white circle around the cursor arrow will appear to signal the action. This makes following tutorials a lot easier. So now that's done, let's record. There are two ways to start a recording. The first way is whenever your cursor arrow is in the camera icon state, simply click the mouse button and it will start recording. The second way is to push the record button here, like this. I'm just going to open this movie poster on my desktop and let you hear the internal mic quality. When we're finished, we just come up to the menu bar and push this stop button. A preview has automatically opened, so let's play it to see what we captured. I'm just going to open this movie poster on my desktop and let you hear the internal mic quality. When we're finished, we just come up to the menu bar and push this stop button. That looks good to me. So now I'm going to show you an alternative way to save this video, by first showing you the conventional way. The conventional way would be to go up to File in the menu bar and from the drop down menu select Save. This window would open asking us to name and locate our saved video file. Usually we would complete this and just hit save. However, if you look here on my desktop, by default QuickTime has automatically saved a copy of the video screen recording, so there is no need to resave it. So what I'm going to do now is just hit cancel and close these windows. Let's double click the file on my desktop. And as you can see, it's the video we just recorded. It also has the date and time on top of the window to help identify it. I tend to use this method the most as I like to organise my media after the creative process, but I recommend that you use whichever way suits you best. I've already selected the second and last tool, and that is Record Selected Portion. This feature allows you to designate an isolated part of your screen to record. Before using this tool, let's go into Options again. I recommend selecting Remember My Last Selection, as if you need to repeat any capture selected portion processes, this will save you a lot of time. When this tool has been selected, your cursor will be replaced with a crosshair that you will use to draw a box around whatever you want to film. On my screen, I have loaded some DJ software, and I want QuickTime to only record the deck part of my screen and keep my music library here private. So in order to select the portion of the screen I want to record, I simply hold down the mouse button and drag out a box like this until everything I want is completely inside of it, and then release the button. Don't worry if your box isn't perfect, you can reposition it by moving your cursor over the selection until it becomes a hand, then hold down your mouse button and move the box to where you want it. If you wish to adjust the dimensions, you can by holding down these handles with your mouse button and dragging the walls to where you want them. When you're happy, simply push record here. So, as you can see, my video has been created, but I'm just going to minimize this window to make my screen clearer. And now if I press play, you can see that QuickTime has only recorded the selected portion of my screen, and I was able to keep my music library private. We can save this video by coming up to File and selecting Save. However, you know the shortcut now, so we can just close this window, and there's our file on the desktop. If I bring back my DJ software, reopen QuickTime and activate this feature again by using the shortcut of holding down the Control and Command key while hitting the letter N, you can see that my same selection has been recalled. To finish off, if you ever change your mind mid-project and want to get out of this feature, you can simply press Escape on your keyboard or hit the cross button here. And as you can see, QuickTime is still open but the toolbar is gone and your cursor is back. So that was how to use the screen record feature for creating video snapshots in QuickTime, and it was also the last video in this series. I'd like to thank you for watching these videos and for the constructive feedback. I highly recommend you check out my VLC player tutorials where I show you how to get the most out of another free video program.